everyone, welcome back to Atomic News TV. And today, I got out of work a little bit early. Yay! So, I'm going to make another video on some of the information that I found out today about the Migrant Caravan that's coming north. I know this is a hot topic, and every day at lunch, I surf Yahoo and read the news about it. And every day I find something new that I'm like, oh my God, this is awful. This is awful, okay? What started out as like 1,500 people has now grown to be over 7,000 people. And it's only going to get bigger. It's only going to get bigger. But I can't even imagine by the time it gets here how big it's going to be, because as they go through Mexico, people are literally jumping on the bandwagon. They're like, oh, I'm going to join up with this and I'm going to go to America. And that's what they're doing. And it's only going to get worse. And I am just mind blown over this whole thing. It's a big mess. Okay, today I saw a picture of a migrant holding a sign that said, asylum is a right. Okay, here's my opinion on that. Yes, asylum is a right. But not in these numbers, okay? Not in these numbers. They have to stop and think that we have to be able to process them and put them somewhere. We can't just be like, oh, there you go, free, go find somewhere to live, go do whatever you want. We, as the American taxpayers, have to come up with the moolah in taxes to pay for them. And when they get here, they pretty much expect a steak dinner and a card with some cash on it and a hotel room. I mean, they think America is great and they're going to get it all for free. That is literally what is on all of their minds, okay? And so, yeah, we have to provide for all these people. How can we accommodate numbers like that? We can't. We can't, okay? And if it continues to grow, it's going to get even worse. Okay, these people are coming to the border through where? Arizona, Texas, most likely, okay? I'm from Arizona. And I know firsthand that there are rings down there that steal cars to transport illegals over the border. My dad's truck was stolen while he was at work, and it was later recovered in the middle of the desert, in the middle of nowhere, just scratched and ruined to hell. And it was used to transport illegals over the border in the middle of the desert in the middle of the night. Okay? It was totaled. It was totaled. Okay? And later on, though, somebody from that same employer saw someone stealing a car later, a few months later, followed them and busted a ring of people that were basically taking these cars to do this. Okay? So there are so many other things, like the garbage they leave in the desert. I mean, it's a dump. The desert border is a damn dump because they leave all their trash and their unwanted shit, whatever, at the border, when they're in the desert sleeping and traveling and sneaking over the border. Okay? And we have to pay to clean that up. Okay, they don't just leave it blowing in the dust in the desert. If you haven't lived in a border state, you don't understand. Okay, and don't tell me you do. Okay, if you haven't ever lived in a border state, you don't know. You just don't. Okay, so yeah, they have a right to asylum, but not in these numbers. Okay, and you guys are gonna laugh, but I have all these little sticky notes all over my car. That I made notes to myself today because I'm driving. Well, right now I'm parked. I'm waiting for a sec. And I can't just pop things off the top of my head. So, guess what? More caravans are coming. Okay? A second one has already started and already has approximately 1,000 people. Okay? And it is said that there are going to be more in the weeks to come. Okay, let's think about this. Let's think about this on the big picture. Okay, thousands and thousands more. Yeah. And how much more money is going to come out of our pocket? How much money do you have to give up just to some stranger who thinks they can just walk across the border and take up camp here? All right, let's talk about where, Americans came from. Yes, we migrated. Yes, we did. Okay, not us though. Our ancestors did. They came from Europe, okay? Yes, they took over this country and forced out the Indians, basically. I mean, well, not necessarily forced out, but you know what I mean, okay? They did horrible things to the Indians. But it wasn't us. It wasn't us. Just because this country was built on immigration does not mean we need to continue it that way. All right? We do not need to repeat history. We don't. And what our ancestors did is not our burden to carry for the rest of our lives. Okay? What we do now is what shapes our country, not the past. All right? So if you want to use the immigration in the past argument, get off my channel. All right? It doesn't fly with me. It doesn't fly. All right? Apparently the previous caravan that came down, what was it, like spring? I can't remember. Don't quote me as far as the exact date. But the previous caravan applied for asylum, most of them, okay? They either applied for asylum at the border, they returned home, or they were caught and were deported back by Border Patrol agents, okay? But it was a much smaller group of people than what it currently is, okay? This is huge. This is not migration. This is invasion, okay? It's invasion. It is, all right? And if you think otherwise, you might want to read the definitions of migration and invasion, okay? They're coming here breaking the rules. Oh, I just spit. Did you all see that? I'm fired up. Okay, when a few people come over, that's migration, okay? This is invasion. They're coming here not caring about what the rules are. They want to come across the border. They did that in southern Mexico, okay? They broke down those fences. Some of them, I'll give some of them credit. Some of them did apply for asylum in Mexico, but most of them did not. Most of these people are looking to come here, yes, for a better life. But you know what? They need to fix their own damn life in their own country, just like we do here. That's what having presidents, senators, attorneys, people, that's all these people run this country, okay? That's what you have them for, is to fix things. You cannot expect to go somewhere else and the world to be magically better for you, because you know what? You're going to bring all your problems and shit here. It's a fact. It's a fact. And if you deny it, you're in denial, okay? You're in denial. You're a river in another country. Denial, okay? They say that this caravan is 1/4 children. Bullshit. Okay, yes, there are children. Yes, absolutely. Babies, toddlers, teenagers. Yes, there are. But 1/4 of it? No. No way. No way. Lie. Fake news. Okay? And the proof is in the photos. All right? Just go to Yahoo and search photos of Migrant Caravan, and you will see a sea of adult males. Yes, there's a few women sprinkled in there, here and there, a few kids sprinkled in there, here and there, but I'm sorry, if you do the numbers, it's not 1/4 of them are not children. That's fake news. Okay. Other fake news in regards to the migrants, I guess there was the wife of a Supreme Court. I think someone in the Supreme Court, a relative. She posted a photo, basically of a cop that was all bloodied and everything like that, saying something to the fact of, you know, cops are being brutalized, etc., etc. These are violent people, blah, 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 right? Okay, that was fake news, because it was proven that photo was taken, like, I think in 2012, I believe it was. So someone pulled a photo out of their butt, posted it, and put what they want next to it, not doing their research, okay? So everything that I talk about, I found it directly off the internet. Yes, there are wrong things on the internet, but when I read my stuff, I look for things like the New York Post, like well-known, what's the word I'm looking for? Well-known newspapers and things like that. Like, I don't pull something off of somebody else's YouTube channel in regards to the caravan. I don't pull things off of Facebook in regards to the caravan. You know, I go find articles for newspapers and well-known TV stations, things like that. NBC, CBS, CNN, okay? So yes, there is fake news out there, and you need to pay attention to what you're looking at. But everything I've talked about in this video so far, as well as my 2 previous videos, is from reputable places, okay? So let's talk about James Woods. I'm still reading off my little sticky notes. He's talking about... Okay, let's quickly touch, you know, skip James Woods. I'm going to skip him right now because that's going to be a whole nother video. Let's forget him, okay? So I already talked about the 1/4 children, 1/4 of the caravan being children, etc., etc. Let's look at Europe for a minute, okay? Let's look at all the migrants that came from the Middle East to Europe, okay? Like Germany and, France. There are so many places in the European countries that have turned into absolute shitholes, okay? I'm just gonna say it the way it is because that's me. I say it the way it is. I don't sugarcoat anything. No. Life is too short for that. Okay, I can move now. And all these places that have turned into dangerous shitholes in Europe are where the migrants have come from, okay? It's a fact. It is a damn mess in Europe where all these migrants have settled in. And that is what is going to happen in the U.S., okay? If you go to any city in the U.S., into the poorer section, there are guaranteed migrants, okay? Yes, here in America, we have plenty of Americans that are legally here, that were born and raised here, that create their own shitholes here. But we don't need any help, okay? Yes, these people want to work, okay? But the proof is in your actions, not your words, okay? People can spray whatever they want out of their mouth. What they actually do in life is the proof. And these people are already breaking laws. They're already making demands. Do you think when they get here it's going to change? Let's get real here for a minute. Let's get real. I'm not trying to fearmonger you at all. I'm just, I think reality, okay? Reality. And coming from a border state, I know reality firsthand. I've seen shithole firsthand. And I don't want that here. I don't want that here. This is supposed to be the land of the free, a beautiful place. And you know what? Oh, hi. There goes my camera. I make a turn and I lose my camera. Oh, hi. Okay. Oh, well, son of a bitch. All right. So anyway, you get a new view on me. I don't want that for our country. And I look to Donald Trump to help control that. And just so you guys know, he's already signed orders to send troops down to the border if need be. I mean, they haven't been dispatched yet, but if he has to, he will. He's not Obama. He's not going to draw fake lines in the sand. If the man says he's going to do something, he's going to do it, even if he has to sign an executive order. And do you really think that Mexicans are going to be just allowed to walk past the border, even if for some reason he doesn't send the military down there? Do you think Texas is going to allow that? Let's think about Texas for a minute. You know the quote, "You don't mess with Texas"? That's that's because you don't. Hello, there are more high-powered rifles owned by Texans than there are in the whole country. Pretty much everybody in Texas owns a gun. And if you don't think we're going to pull together like a militia and, I don't know, is that the right word? I don't know. I'm driving. You know what I mean. Our own citizen army, you're wrong if you think we won't do it, because we will. We will. If I was down there, I live in the Midwest now, but if I was down there, hell yeah, I'd be down there. Defending our border. Yep. And there are plenty of people that will. You don't think bikers for Trump aren't going to come and defend our border? Oh, they probably will. There are plenty of veterans that would do it too. All right. So same thing in Arizona. They're not going to put up with shit. They've already put up with enough shit there. Garbage and theft and all the people that take, advantage of the welfare system there. It's ridiculous. Don't mess with Texas. That's for sure, though. Don't mess with Texas. They're going to come to that border, because that's I think, if I understand correctly, that's where they want to come first, is over the border through Texas. Texas won't let them. So I am quite interested to see what is going to happen, because I really don't think that this is going to, just go away. All these people, they're not just going to get tired and be like, oh yeah, we're going to stay in Mexico. Not this time. There's too many of them, and too many of them are jumping on the bandwagon. So I think that's all my sticky notes. I'll do another video on the whole James Woods thing. But what do you think about all this? Like, I am so mad. You have no idea. If I was in Arizona right now, woo! I'd probably be standing on the corner protesting. I don't know what I would do. I don't know. This is my country. I was born and raised here. All right. And if I was going to go to another country, I decided I did not want to be here anymore, that I was tired of everything that went on here, and I wanted to move to a safer, more prosperous nation, I would do it legally. I wouldn't be walking over someone's border and with my hand out. No, because I'm a grown-ass adult, and I understand what following rules and following the laws are especially of other countries. When you go somewhere else that's not your country, you follow their rules and their laws. It's common sense. And if you don't want to, you have no business being there. And these migrants have no business coming over the border unless every single one of them wants to do it correctly. If they want to do it correctly, all right, come on in. I have no problem with it. But that's not their intention. They think the door is going to be open and everything's going to be handed to them. And if you think otherwise, you need to go get some damn help. This is only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse. Quote me on that. It's going to get worse. So conveniently timed at the elections too. So convenient. And they say that it's been funded by Venezuela and Cuba or whatever, by their politicians to, Venezuela can't even feed their own people. They're not going to fund, some migrants coming up here to make us look stupid. I think that's fake news. But that's just my thought. So what are your thoughts on all this? Are you angry by anything I just said? It's okay if you are. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. And you know what? If you think I'm a horrible person for feeling this way, you know what? You're entitled to that opinion. But I'm a good person. I honestly am. You know, anybody who works with animals is a good person. You know, if you like what I have to say, great. Hit the like button, hit subscribe, hit that bell icon, and watch out for more updates on this subject, because there's definitely going to be more. I am trying to grow my subscriber base, so if you want to subscribe, woo, do it. All right. So until next time, guys, peace out.